Hey, Big Brother fans, it is Wednesday, late afternoon, early evening, not Wednesday, Thursday, March 21st, and I was out and about. I did not work today. I didn't work yesterday or today, but I just finished checking out last night's Big Brother Canada show. And here comes the problem. This is where they lose me. This is probably about as far as I got last year and the year before. And now we hit my spring break, or my wife is a teacher, so we usually do a vacation when she gets off in the spring, or when the kids used to get off in the spring. That's when we would do something for a week. And that week I tend to not, it's been a cruise a few times, and on a cruise I ain't checking out Big Brother. Last year it was a cruise, and I just came back and never caught up. I'm not going on a cruise this year. There's a chance I may keep up. I'm going to try. I'm not trying to avoid it, but I'm just like, I'm also not making it like my super top priority. And that's what happens. It's kind of like, I can watch. Same thing goes for Survivor, by the way, because I haven't seen last night's Survivor yet. And it's kind of like, that's right, Survivor was on last night. I remembered last night at one point, Survivor was on. And then it's like, that's right, it was on last night. I should watch it sometime soon. Okay. Well, I haven't watched it yet. And probably not going to watch it today. Because those of you that, unless you've been living under a rock or live somewhere where you haven't heard of basketball, today is one of the two biggest days in college basketball. Because it's the first real day of the NCAA tournament. And so there is wall-to-wall basketball games. Even as I'm talking to you right now, there are 4 basketball games going on. And almost every single one of them will be exciting and close. And I've watched a couple of games come down to the wire today. I haven't watched the entire game, but I've tuned in for the last 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Really, amazingly close games, and that's what happens during the NCAA. And so I actually have a team I'm rooting for in the NCAA too, and they play tonight. So I'm on my way home. I'm gonna probably go home and make dinner and watch college basketball the rest of the night. So when will I watch Survivor, or when will I watch tonight's eviction show on Big Brother Canada? I don't know yet, but I can still talk about it. And that's why I did this. So let me get back to talking about Big Brother. As I said, I just watched the Power Veto meeting episode, which was last night. And is it Karen? See, again, I don't say the names enough to know them. The back door that Chelsea wanted to do is going as she'd hoped. Now, I don't know if that's who's going to get voted out tonight, but I pretty much think it is. I think the person that she's trying to backdoor is going to get voted out. And so, it was a blindside in that it was a backdoor blindside. She's obviously not going to be blindsided when she walks out of the house, but getting nominated for her was a blindside. She did not expect that to happen. I don't know how, Chelsea said almost everybody in the house knew by the time it happened, except for a couple of people. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if she was really blindsided. It's possible that she saw it coming. They said in the diary room, they made it sound like in the diary room like she didn't expect it to happen. So maybe she didn't. I don't know. I am not watching the live feeds, nor am I generally reading up on the live feeds very much. So it's hard for me to know. And that's, why I lose interest in Survivor and I have trouble with Big Brother Canada, because I don't watch the live feeds. And the essence of these shows is what's really going on, not what the editing tends to show us. And the editing tends to exaggerate everything. The blind sides are bigger than they really were, or certain moves are like, epic. They really weren't that epic. I can't remember something that was said on tonight's show that I was like, yeah, that's kind of how this game works. Again, I can't remember what it was, but it kind of made me think that, this is what you get when you only watch it on TV. You think a certain way. What else? I don't know. The House is getting out the third person on one side of the house pretty much. So, one side is getting whittled down real quick. I think there's some cracks in the alliance, but the Pretty Boys, along with Sam and Chelsea and maybe Damien a little bit. I don't know, Damien thinks he's kind of a part of it, but anyways, Karen, I can't remember, the girl who was supposed to get voted out last week that didn't, who I don't like. The girl, I said girl. The non-binary person who was supposed to get voted out last week but didn't. I don't particularly care for that person. And nothing to do with sexual orientation. It's everything to do with, I feel they're not very honest. I feel they are sneaky and lying, and I guess that's what it takes to be on Big Brother, but just something about it that rubs me the wrong way. So, not a fan. Did have someone, and forgive me that I can't remember your screen name that you asked, said I got her hooked on Big Brother Canada, and asked about how to watch it, couldn't find certain episodes. So another Twitter person tweeted that I think it's bmx-tv.net, I think. I'm not 100% sure, so look in my Twitter timeline before you try going to that address, because that may not be a valid address. It's one of the sites that also streams Big Brother USA. They have an archive section, as does videobrother.net. There's a section called Archive, and if you get to that section, or Replays, actually it's called Replays on that site. It's not called Archives. It's called Replays, and then you get into the season, and you find the specific season, and they've got, I think basically they're linking to the Canada site, but they're doing it through some VPN so that Canada thinks it's within their own, or else that site itself is in Canada. It's possible that site is located in Canada, and so as far as Big Brother Canada is concerned, they're streaming to that site, not to the end user, which would be you or me. The reason I mentioned that site, the BMX, or whatever it's called, BMX-TV, I can't remember for 100% sure. The reason I mention it is because it works on my phone too. I don't think Video Brother works on the phone. So that does work on your phone if you're hard up for finding a place to go, and you only have a tablet or a cell phone. That would be the one to check out. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap things up. As I said, I'm going home to watch basketball. I am probably going to record a very brief one on my other channel again, which I did yesterday, or day before yesterday, Tuesday. I don't know. I recorded 2 and put one up day before yesterday and one yesterday. I may record another one over there talking about what I did all day yesterday, why I wasn't at work. It's just, it's nothing related to Big Brother, so I'm kind of putting it in the other file. So those of you that want to hear about that story, then you can follow me on my Twitter account over at INDY_MIKE. Indy Mike. INDY_MIKE. That is my non-Big Brother Twitter. Actually, it's older than I think it's older than my Big Brother Gossip Twitter account. I set it up as a way to communicate with others when we were listening to a radio show, and that was my call-in name when I called into the radio show. So, with that, I'm signing off, and I will talk to you guys later on, all right? See ya. Not sure when I'll talk to you again, but sometime down the road, not too far probably. Alrighty, bye-bye.